Hey everyone, what's up? It's Lauren Carl and Berkeley with Just Veganin, where in each episode we try to look at a different aspect of the vegan lifestyle. And because I'm here with Berks, visiting her in the States, as a lot of you know, she lives with my mom. When I moved over to London, she stayed here in the US. But Berkeley is 16 years old, so I wanted to do an episode about some fruits and vegetables you could feed to your senior dog. And hey, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe because believe me, you do not want to be missing out on these pup-tastic times. Obviously, I want to say, of course, if you're going to change anything in your dog's diet, it's good to consult with your vet first. But here are some fruits and veggies that could be helpful to your senior dog's diet. Now, as a lot of you know, the reason I became vegan was for animal rights, and I'm obsessed with them. So I do enjoy doing some episodes on just, ways that we could be taking care of them. As a lot of you know, dogs are omnivores, meaning that they can eat fruits and veg and meat as well. So, because when Berkeley was a puppy, I didn't start her off on a vegan diet. I haven't kept her on just a solely vegan diet. So, she does eat meat, but she'll eat sweet potatoes, different vegetables as well. There are certain dog foods out there that are vegan that really contain all the nutrients a dog would need. So that is definitely something to check out. Like I said, just because I didn't start her off on that since she was a puppy, it's not something I wanted to, change her to. And especially her being 16, I don't feel for us, it's an option, but it definitely is something out there for some of you. Anyway, let's see what fruits and veggies these senior dogs could have. Mwah. As your dog ages, it is important to reduce the amount of protein in your dog's diet. Now, as I have mentioned before, I am not a vet, so any changes in your dog's diet, please consult with your vet first because every aging dog has different ailments and of course is going to have different food requirements, but this is just in general. So a good way to do that, to still make sure that your dog is getting the phytonutrients that it needs, would be adding fruits and vegetables and sweet potatoes to your dog's diet. So it's a good way to make sure they're getting their nutrients in order to help them get rid of any toxins that are in their bodies. Brooks is just taking a little rest. I guess all that camera work, got her knackered, of course. It's tough stuff. No, but a good thing that it's good to feed your dogs would be green beans, fresh green beans, or canned green beans, or canned plain pumpkin. Now, this is really good because a lot of times older dogs are prone to constipation. So these vegetables mixed with a little bit of wheat bran is a really good way to, kind of get everything moving down there and out. Ooh, and I do want to say all these fruits and vegetables are really good, but they're good in small doses. I mean, they do not need to be eating human-sized portions of our fruit and veg intake. A little goes a long way. Soft foods are best. I know for senior dogs, a lot of times harder foods become more difficult for them to chew. In Berkeley's case, she's starting to lose her teeth, so obviously hard foods are not great for her gums. So vegetables are a wonderful substitute for that. Like I mentioned before, Berkeley is not a fully vegan dog, though there are, as I mentioned, fully vegan dog foods out there. So consult with your vet because you want to make sure they are getting the right amount of protein as they're growing up. But what we do, we boil some chicken, organic. We try to make sure we get it locally sourced so we know where it's coming from. We get some brown rice, some green peas, throw that in there. So it's a nice soft food for her to eat. And she has it mixed with a bit of kibble, but we make sure we put some water on it so it keeps it nice and moist, just so it's a lot easier for her to chew and eat. So another thing to think about. But like I said, there are also numerous vegetable substitutes. You could put some sweet potatoes in, broccoli, you could probably do a little bit of carrot. Once again, just make sure you consult with your vet first as to what amounts of these you should be putting into the food. As dogs age, they tend to put on more weight, which could, of course, be harmful to them. As you could tell, Berks is working on, keeping her muscular, husky physique, keeping it nice and toned. But sometimes you could take some of their dog biscuits and substitute them with other things, such as slices of apple, slices of pear, watermelon, broccoli stems. They have a nice crunch to them, which your dog might like. I actually, for Berkeley, I put a little peanut butter on the apple just to give a little extra protein. Plus, she kind of does like the taste of peanut butter. So those are some good options. What you could also do in the vegetable department, you could take yams, sweet potatoes, carrots, broccoli as well. You could lightly bake them in the oven. Well, dribble a little olive oil over it first, lightly bake them in the oven so it kind of creates that little doggy biscuitness without adding too many calories. Ooh, looks like Berkeley woke up from her nap and she wanted to share this with you. She wanted to say that antioxidants are extremely important to have in your dog's diet. And this is because they help prevent damage to your dog's cells and organs that sometimes happens through oxidation. So, ooh, big yawn and a sneeze. Are we ready to tell them what fruits and veggies are good for dogs to have? And I always like to say small amounts are best. I'm going to give you a bunch. Don't mix them all together. It'd be too much on your dog's system, but here are a few ones to think about. So it'd be blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, kale, broccoli, yams, sweet potatoes, all good antioxidants to make sure these dog cells are getting rid of those toxins. Whew. You're a tired one. Berkeley and I hope you enjoyed that, learning some fruits and veggies that you could feed to your senior dog. I think she's excited to try some of these. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Just Veganin and follow me on Instagram at Just Veganin.